And one of the things that has not been done much in science fiction due to its social history is the women's point of view, and particularly the mother's point of view. It's a point of view that just doesn't get done. First of all, because science fiction started out being written by young men for adolescent boys, and partly because when it had a certain kind of youthful audience, teenagers that were kind of just breaking into adulthood, what they were trying to break away from was the family and go out and form your own identity. That's something that everybody has to do. It's part of growing up. So I think it was a viewpoint that got skimped originally. So for me it was a fresh area, a place to move into in a field that has been plowed over for 60 years. Very hard to be original.
I had noticed that there was a tendency, an overwhelming tendency, not to give the female characters the same range of actions that you gave the male characters. Specifically, the female characters, well, you can divide actions up into purposeful actions, gratuitous actions, and habitual action. The same writers, and it doesn't seem to matter whether they're male or female, when they start to write about female characters, if it's a good woman, the character is nothing but gratuitous actions, no habitual actions, no purposeful actions. If the character is a bad woman, it's all purposeful, no habitual actions, no gratuitous actions. This is, I think, one of the things that makes the female characters feel very thin.
When I first started writing, which was a good many years ago, I started out with what they called adventure stories. And in those days, the only market for adventure stories was supposedly a masculine one. And they would not allow books by a woman writer, the publishers. And so I chose a name that could be either masculine or feminine, because I use it without the accent. And from then on, I made it my legal name, and from then on I have used it.
There cannot be healing of this kind of terrible, terrible injury to the social body, which is sexism, without anger. A lot of people, men and women, including me, would dearly love to see us all fall into each other's arms and say, gosh, we're not going to do any more of this, all is forgiven, let's start over and make it better. I don't think that's possible, any more than I think that white people and black people can do that. I think there's so much injury and retaliatory pain that has been dealt from both sides that a great deal of rage has been repressed in everyone, and in particular in women who have not normally had anywhere to vent it.